Hey guys, in this video I'm going to talk about the DJI FPV drone and if it's any good for real estate videography. So let me start off with the positive of this drone. And this drone is probably the funnest drone I've ever flown. It is the fastest drone I've ever flown. And it is a new experience when you're flying this thing. And that's about it on the positive thing. So it's more of a recreational drone. It's not, I don't really classify this as a professional use drone. Obviously it's designed for FPV, but I'm thinking that somebody might say, all right, I want to do FPV drone flying, but I also want to use it for work or for real estate. I think it would be a mistake to buy this exclusively to shoot real estate. Or use it as a primary drone that you're using when you're shooting real estate. So let's get into the bad. One, it has a fisheye lens, so you got barrel distortion. It's just an ultra wide lens, so the field of view is kind of too wide in my opinion to use for real estate photography. And the camera really only goes up and down, so when you're flying from side to side, your footage goes side to side. So it doesn't stay flat. It's like, like you're flying a helicopter or something. So fisheye. Also, the blades get in the shots. You can see it in the camera depending on how fast you're going. So that's another issue. And setup was actually kind of a pain, especially if you have a lot of accessories. You had to firmware update all of them and firmware update all the batteries. So it did take a little bit longer than a normal DJI drone. And so the goggles, in my opinion, is not a good use for real estate either, because this thing doesn't have as many obstacle avoidance features as the other drones, and you're likely going to hit an obstacle or run into something. And this is not the lightest drone, so you definitely don't want to hit something and have this fall out of the sky. It could definitely do some damage. And but I will say this thing is super fun to fly with this new controller option that you have with this. You can do everything with just the one. It was cool. That being said, I would not recommend offering aerial video and then getting this drone and doing the entire shoot with this. If you're doing like a high-end, more of a creative style aerial video for a really awesome property, I think you can get some amazing shots with this. What I think this drone is going to be used for, and what I'm going to use it for, are just some creative style shots. You can get some different perspectives and get the area. It is useful for that. But if you're going to buy this, go out to a property and do everything aerial video with just this drone, you're going to have a tough time creating it's not impossible. You can create a good video with this, but it's just going to be a lot more work than if you were using just a standard DJI drone. So anyways, those are just my thoughts on the FPV DJI drone. Super fun, super fast, but in my opinion, not very practical for real estate aerial as a primary drone. Like I said, creative shots. You could get some pretty cool creative shots with this. You just don't want an entire video of a bunch of creative shots, unless it's a very specific reason, maybe for social media or something, a really short clip, it would work for that. So anyways, that's it. Reach out if you guys have any questions on this drone or would like me to do some testing on it, and we'll see you guys on the next one.